Hello and a very happy new year to you all. This is Paul Wilson from the Rotary Club of Grantham in the UK. Very proud to be the newly appointed Communications Officer for Rotary Global History Fellowship. And here I am again with the latest in a series of video tutorials about all things RGHF. Now, as you may have gathered from this screen, today I'm going to talk about a Facebook basic, actually a basic of fellowship. It's all about adding, gaining and connecting with fellow RGHF members as friends on Facebook. Regardless of whether you're an experienced Facebook user or a complete novice, one thing you should be aware of is the way to extend your network is through friends. Adding, connecting and interacting with friends. And the first thing I want to say to you all is, as an RGHF member, please send me a friend request along with a brief introductory message, and I'll be delighted to accept and connect with you. Now, right here on the screen, this is on my home page, you can see a typical friend request notification that comes in. The people icon is red, and at the top here's a friend request. Now, this is a direct friend request, but there are actually two types of friend requests. The second type is where it's a friend suggestion. So that's where a existing friend is suggesting another friend of theirs that you may wish to add. For the traditional direct request, you have confirm or not now, whereas you have two slightly different buttons, add friend or ignore, for the suggestion. In the context of RGHF, as a new member who's just joined and connected on Facebook, what you'll find is that you'll get friendship suggestions. And Jack Selway, the CEO and founder of RGHF, is ideally placed to do that. The reason is that all of Jack's friends on Facebook, and there are around 740 I do believe, they're all RGHF members. So you know instantly that when there's a friendship suggestion from Jack Selway, that's another RGHF member. So you could think, okay, that's great, I'll just go ahead and I'll click add friend. Stop right there. Now please don't misunderstand me, it's not that you don't want to be friends with these people, it's just that you really should introduce yourself first by sending a message. Because if you simply click add friend and the friend request goes out without an explanation, the person at the other end may look at it and say, I'm not sure who this is, and instead of clicking confirm they may say not now. And if you say not now, Facebook throws up another question designed to weed out whether it's an unwanted Facebook request, and that is, in this example, do you know this person outside of Facebook, yes or no? And if you go ahead and click no, what that actually does is feed back to Facebook that the person who sent the friend suggestion may be attempting to encourage others to connect with people they don't really know. And if a few people click don't know, no, it could even result in temporary suspension from Facebook for a period of 30 days or so to stop the person who suggested it being able to add or suggest friends. Now, unfortunately, Jack and many of the other senior RGHF members have been suspended at various times over the last few months. So in the interest of fellowship, it's very important we all understand how we can simply prevent this from happening. So please, please, please do not instantly say, no, I don't know this person outside of Facebook. So go to the friend request here, the suggestion, and click on the name of the person, in this case Fran Farias, and this brings up their profile, and you can see there's a message button. So this is the time to introduce yourself, to say who you are. So I'll click on the message button, Fran, introduce myself. Okay, so I've written, hi Fran, Paul Wilson here, the RGHF Communications Officer from the Rotary Company. So you could say, I'm a zone member, I'm a RGHF member, and where you are. Please may I add you as a friend. Click send. The message goes first, and then you can click the add friend. And the request is instantly sent. So if we return back to that page, and we click on it, you can then repeat that for all the other people in the list. So I've got several more to do, so I'll do those in time. So once you start to add some friends, there's a way in which you can group them together so that you can filter, if you like, and just see what other people and other fellow RGHF members are doing. And this is by creating lists. It's very easy to do this. Look on the left hand side on your home page and you'll see a section as you scroll down marked friends. Click on that. Now you can see there are some lists here, some that I've created myself, some are there by default. Close friends is a default one. Family, there's another fellowship there. So all I need to do is to create a list, and I can give it a title. So I'm going to create one just for RGHF contacts that I have. Members of RGHF. Now actually in the members area, this is where you can just type in the first letter or any letter from the alphabet and you'll see all of your friends there. So you could select people to add and then create a series of them. But the thing is, there's no easy way to tell instantly whether that person is definitely an RGHF member or not. However, I'm going to show you a very easy way to work out who is definitely an RGHF member to add to this list. Jack Selway, as we've already said, all of his Facebook friends are actually members of RGHF. So if I then go to the search box just to find Jack Selway and click on his profile there, here is the key piece of information: mutual and friends. 745 friends, of which 125 are mutual. So I can add all of those 125 people to my list of RGHF members. So I'll click on that box. At the top we have friends, 745, mutual friends. So if I click on the mutual friends box, every single one of these people are members of RGHF. Many of them have this picture badge. Now I will talk in another tutorial about how you can easily and simply add it to your picture. It does make it a lot easier to instantly see that that's a fellow RGHF member. But for now we can just go through one example. So I click on the box here and click on add to another list, and then from the list available I select the new one that I've just created. So there in the list is RGHF, so click there. And the tick box appears, and now if we then go back to my home page just to show you that person is now in the list, we go down to friends, click on RGHF, and you can see there is now on this list one member. Now I'm just going to go through and add the other 124, but I'll pause the video while I do that because it's a bit of a manual process. Okay, so back with the list now. You can see there are 94 members I've added in there. There's still some more to add, but what you can also see is the latest posts or information that's been provided or updates from all the people in the list. So you can always see a filtered view of just what RGHF members are talking about at any one time. In fact, you can further edit the list. You can show which updates you want to show. So if you only want to see status updates, you could deselect all of the other ones, etc. But I won't do that for now. We'll leave them as they are. The final thing I'd like to show you is then if we go back to the my home page and the status box where I can put in my latest information. By default you can select who sees your messages, so I've chosen just friends. I could say public so that people who aren't in my friends network may be able to see the posts. You could select it down to just myself and you can customize it, but if you just scroll down a little bit further you can see most recently used list RGHF. So if I select RGHF, then anything I post will only go to those people that are a member of that list, which makes it a fantastic way to target your message specifically to the people in a particular group without filling everyone else's newsfeed with information that may not always be relevant to them. So to summarize the lesson, we've seen how we can add more friends by taking the friendship suggestions, getting in touch first by message, and then once we've added them we can create our own RGHF lists. If we all do this, we'll have a fantastic, strong, dynamic, connected fellowship. And in the future lessons we'll go through how you can use things like groups, RGHF specific groups for discussions, for interaction, for fun. That's what it's all about. The more people we have connected, the more people sharing, more participation, the more we'll get out of RGHF membership. Thanks very much for listening.